Hey game developers, welcome to the Loci House. Today we are diving into fascinating visual effect you have probably seen in Supercell's Brawl Star. The scrolling background patterns. I will recreate this effect using Unity's shader graph and explore some essential concepts along the way. So let's look at some of the examples before we dive into the graph. So this is one of the example which I collected. So this is what we are aiming for, a scrolling background for loading screen or any other screens in the menu. If you look into the animation part of this background, we have a direction to scroll into. So first we need to get the direction from the user, that in which direction they want to animate this particular background. We need to create this shader generically so we can get versatile output. In order to do shader graph, we need to use maths. Before starting to work on the shader, we need to work out that what we are expect from this shader. So we need to make a pattern, and this pattern will be used in multiple occasions in the loading screen, in the menu. Whenever we wanted to put this effect, we can use it easily in the background of any type of UI screens. First we need to determine in which direction the scrolling animation will go. So we need to identify the angle at which the scrolling will be done. Here is the shader graph which I created for this animation. To control the scrolling direction of the texture, we need to convert angle in degree into the 2D vector. This allows us to determine the direction in which background pattern will scroll. To achieve this, we use trigonometric functions like cosines and sine to map the angle to a corresponding point on the unit circle. A unit circle is a circle with a radius of 1. This unit circle is really important when it comes to our directions in game development. For the x value of the vector, we will use cos theta. Since cos theta is equal to adjacent divided by hypotenuse, on the unit circle hypotenuse is 1, so cos alpha is equal to directly adjacent side. Similarly, for the y value, we use sin theta. Since sin theta is equal to opposite side divided by hypotenuse, make it sin theta is equal to opposite side. So for Unity's shader graph, we will implement these equations. We will take angle as a float, and we will need a degree to radian converter, and that radian will go to the cos and sine as we already discussed, and created cos and sine theta for our direction of the animation, and we will multiply it with speed which will go into our tiling. So at least we have a now direction in which our animation will be moving. In Unity shader graph, we first need to convert our angle from degree to the radian, as radian is only the different way to measure our angle commonly used in trigonometry for calculations. This conversion is done by the node called degree to radian. We need to convert our angle because sine and cosine nodes require angle in radians, and that will give us our vector. This direction will be multiplied by our time and speed node, giving us control over the direction and the speed of the pattern. Let's set up the scrolling texture. To display our texture on the material, we need to use texture 2D node, and we will multiply it with our color node. For the alpha channel, we will multiply the texture with the floating value to control the transparency. To achieve the scrolling effect, the UI coordinate by providing direction vector, time and the speed, the texture will scroll in the direction and the speed you set. So that's it. This is the simplest version of this scrolling pattern. You can be more creative about it, and in order to use it, we need to save the file, make a new material out of it, set up your background, and just hit play. So this is your scrolling background. You can put your front objects, and finally you have your scrolling background. You can also customize it. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment. For more game dev tips and tricks, subscribe. See you in the next video.